So today I'm working on the last page of my Life Loves album, and this is going to be a page about teaching. So I've got some pictures of my students with their artwork, and I've got some pictures of just their artwork on their own. And this page is going to be made up of my last paper from the June Bug collection. It's called Park Bench. It's what you see here. It's the flowers, and that's the same as this one. The flowers are on the reverse side. So I had two pieces of this paper, so I'm just going to use the back side, and then I cut out strips of the flowers because I want to rearrange them in a cool way to go with my layout today. And just like some of my other pages, I pre-gessoed just a strip of it with the paint over it so that I get a little bit of a painted element on there. The cool thing about this too is that it will help you because you won't have to re-punch the holes. If you were to put paper over it, you'd have to go back and re-punch them. So it's just a little trick so that you can avoid that, and you can also have just a cool look with the paint underneath. So what I'm going to do today is begin with my wonderful distress ink that I've been using the whole time, pretty much with all the colors I've been using, the same colors, with some of my edges and also just my background sheet here. I want to put some really vibrant colors on here so that it works for my teaching page. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start on my layout since I've got all my pieces pre-inked with that distress ink. Okay, so now I have my layout almost completely finished. I've got all of my flower elements. I took some of the rub-ons and put those on, used some of my leftover chipboard. These actually come with the letters. That's really cool, some of the flowers. And now I just want some areas to stand out a little bit more than others, so I'm going to take my paint and add a little bit more color. And then I'll add some words and be done. Okay, so here's my completed layout having to do with teaching. It says teach, grow, create. And then I have some of my students there with their Kandinsky paintings and some of their artwork at the bottom. Another thing I did with this page to finish it off is I used some of my modern red paint. You can kind of see it with some of the borders around the flowers there. And I also used the black dabber for the edges to kind of grunge it up like I had before with the front and the back cover. So that's kind of the same technique I used there. And then I added just those words with some stamps I had lying around. So that's my last layout, and now let's get the book together. Okay, so here's my complete Life Loves album. You can see the cover there. I used the 7 Gypsies binder rings to put my album together. And I'm going to flip through the pages here so that you can see the end result. So this one is my inner cover that kind of talks about what the theme of this is. It says live with joy, and then I have some words that are kind of inspiration for me with this album. Use some of the really cool basic gray chipboard you see here. And then we've got the page over here about my husband and I. That grunge board looks really cool on the side. You can see it right here. There, and those silhouettes from the Oleo collection are also great. Flip again. Here's my page on teaching. See some of my students there. Some of the really cool. I used a combination of the basic gray Junebug paper and also the Oleo rub-ons. There's more pictures down there. Now over on this side is the artist page. Talk about me as an artist and have some pictures of my painting utensils there. Again. Here's the one about nature. Again, the really cool Tim Holtz tree stamp in the top corner. Used my slice to make the butterflies. Did some fun painting techniques. And over here we have the last page about the ocean. This was really cool, just using paper as an embellishment and using the foam dots to make it kind of stick out, again with the Oleo rub-on stickers that you see there. And some cool chipboard letters and stickers I had out. Also the same mask I used underneath and the white dabber paint to make that kind of misty look that you see both at the top and the bottom. And last but not least, the back cover, which was part of the first video. So I hope you enjoyed these installments of my Life Loves album. I know I had a really good time putting it together, and feel free to leave me questions or comments about any of the techniques. Thanks, you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.